Welcome to the first episode of Rich Unemployed Friends, hosted by us four. We're going to introduce ourselves because we don't know what else to do with our name, age, credit card info, social security number. What do we do?
Bro stole that idea from my podcast.
Oh, fuck. All right. We'll start this way. We'll go around.
Oh, me?
We're not winning.
Brian's, I'm 22. My credit card number is 763. GG's. What was the other question?
What do you do?
I don't do anything. I'm unemployed.
We all are.
Yeah.
What do you really do?
Nothing, bro.
What made you unemployed?
Well, yeah. How'd you get unemployed? Unemployed?
I'm a freelance growth operator, partner, scaler of brand. Fuck. I fucked up. Freelance growth operator, partner, scaler of brands.
Okay. I'm Trevor. I'm 25.
Damn.
And what made me unemployed was owning a bar and owning a business. But right now I'm looking at buying. Yeah, right now I'm looking at buying 3 more here in the next probably 3 months or so.
You're just.
Can I get $1?
I'm broke, bro.
Let me hold 5.
I'm negative net worth right now. I'll tell you that.
That's not how that works. If you own something, you have net worth.
Nah.
Capital, you broke.
Nah.
I own it off of PPP loans.
How much is the bar worth?
How much is the bar worth? Well, I mean, you also have to factor in the SBA loan.
Yeah. How much is the bar worth? That's all I'm asking.
But
On paper.
Bro, just let him borrow $1, bro.
On paper, if I were to buy the bar, how much is it worth?
I think if we got it reevaluated, maybe 1.2.
Okay.
1.2.
And how much percentage of it do you own?
Right now, 17, as far as investors and all that goes.
Do you want to pocket watch and come here right now?
But the thing is, you still have to keep in mind that we still have the SBA loan out.
This is $204,000 is his ownership in the bar, by the way.
And he can't loan you $1.
Yeah. Can't own a single dollar. It'd be your man.
Can't have shit, bro.
It'd be your own man.
His net worth is at minimum $250,000, and I can't even have $1.
It'd be your own man.
So what did you pull up in today?
I pulled up in a Honda Accord.
I bet.
Okay. WLR. My name is Tabish. I'm the owner of Apex Media, digital marketing, SSM.
All right, bro. We don't care, bro.
We're the owner of Ghost Productions, videography business, owner of Foreign Rentals, your number one plug in Tampa, Miami, Destin, Florida for all rentals, jet skis, cars.
He scanned me out about deposit last week.
I'm also a host at Car Meet Chronicles. You shut the fuck. Oh my lord, bro. We're not. Bro, I'm telling you. I'm also the host at Car Meet Chronicles. As you guys seen, I did meet Sophie Rain. So yeah.
Did you touch her?
No, I didn't get to. No, actually, I did give her a handshake. And the whole comment section said I should never wash my hand again.
Yeah, and you haven't.
Did you wash it?
No, he hasn't.
No.
Makes sense.
Look, you still see the little
Can't
dust
touch
from
it?
the crate. No. $50 a touch. $50.
Send a cash app. I need 2 touches.
Come on, bro. All right, the weekend.
Bro.
Oh, yeah, we also got a soundboard. So, yeah.
My name is Elijah, 21, and I run coaching programs for future and present resellers. So what that means is buy my course and I'll make you rich.
So he's basically a scammer.
Yeah.
Literally.
He drives a Urus. He lives in Miami. He lives in Brickell. SMS Lux to be exact.
And I'm not beating the scamming allegations.
No, that's
No,
not flux,
absolutely
bro.
not.
It could be worse.
Paramount.
It could be Indian.
You're right. And actually scam.
Yeah. But now you're just a robber.
Yeah.
And then Tavis is going to be an Indian selling a course. GG's.
Robbing you with
Facts,
your
I am
consent.
launching a
Fucking
course.
D1 scammer.
It's over.
He is launching a course.
It's over.
So, yeah, I'm for.
Every kid that wants to learn how to do video, photography.
Have you been scammed by someone online?
Bro, his voice, bro.
Call 1-1800.
Buy our course.
Call 1-1800. Buy our course, and I promise you will get scammed again.
As long as I'm there. So, what have we been up to lately?
We just got off a cruise.
Yep, 5-day cruise.
We literally just got off a cruise.
That was this morning. Isn't that crazy that was this morning?
It feels like lifetimes ago.
Yeah.
So Carnival?
Yeah.
I bet.
I'm trying to get drunk.
But we had to beg this man to wake up. Well, no, that was him. That was you.
Yeah, that was
My
me.
fault.
Bro, it was like 2 hours ago.
We almost did not have this episode of this podcast, guys.
Yep.
We still won't.
Keep in mind, we
We're about
just
to
got
walk
off the cruise and they wanted to do this episode today. I wanted to sleep in.
Our best, okay, every single impulsive decision we've made has always been a good one.
I don't
We bought
blame
the
them.
That is
bags.
true.
We bought the duffel bags. That shit came in clutch.
L drip.
For me, at least.
Let's talk about that.
Fucking rainbow.
Let's
Louis
talk
V.
about it. This dude only thinks shit is cool if it's designer, bro.
Yeah, if it's not Louis V, it's fucking lame.
He's trapped in the matrix, bro.
He couldn't carry it half the
Right?
time, so I
I
was
bet.
holding it.
I
So
bet.
you know,
Bro doesn't even have an arm.
Spray. What is it? Spray ground?
Yeah, spray ground.
Spray ground is high school. Middle school at max. High school max, I should say.
Bro, spray ground is only high school if it has the big ass mouth on it.
What makes it high school?
You're 21. You're 20 years old.
I'm very much 19.
What makes it high school?
You're 21.
Yeah.
21, 20 years old. Rocking
19.
spray ground.
I am 19 years old.
No matter.
Okay, so what makes it childish?
It is childish.
Because let's talk about it. We're talking
no
about.
rocks in no more.
All right, let's talk about middle school. OVO. That was middle school. What are you wearing on your shirt?
You can't laugh.
Bro, who wears merch?
Let's think about that.
You was wearing the same thing but long sleeve at the club.
Nah, let's think about it. Let's think about it.
Look at the picture on your story. You was literally wearing this same thing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I bet.
I know what you're talking about, bro.
Accountability.
Drake is a goat.
Brian
And
versus
that's that.
accountability.
And that's that. Drake's a
Bryant
goat.
versus accountability.
Drake is a goat.
Now that's glaze.
It's not Glaze. He's an artist, and he's the greatest artist.
Definitely not.
Greatest artist of all time. That's live.
So you had to buy his merch.
Of course.
Of course. Yeah. Zero, you
Brian
lost.
can't win. Brian cannot win, bro.
Yeah,
He lost,
but
bro.
this is not my only piece either. Just know that.
That's crazy. See, that shirt that I bought was the only OVO. That and the slides. That's it. I bought them at the same time.
In my defense, the other ones are actually just Nike pieces.
What?
Nike was so middle school.
My other.
it says the one wearing Chrome Hearts right now.
Come on, it's not middle school.
That's recent.
That's true.
That's recent as hell.
That is
Yeah.
fake. That is true.
It's fake.
I bet.
Chrome Hearts didn't make that look, bro.
I bet.
So you said okay. So
Why are
yeah.
you muting me, bro?
I'm not. I was turning it down. So you said
Why
he
am I the
did.
lowest, bro? Why am I the lowest, bro?
You're not
See that?
because you're loud as shit.
I bet.
You're literally like, bro,
I'm back away. You tell me get closer. I'm too close. Now I'm too loud. All right.
right there.
Here. All right.
That type shit. That's why you're getting muted.
I can't have shit.
So you said he doesn't have an arm right now. Why is that?
Oh, you want me to explain it?
Yeah.
All right, mind you.
Bro, I fought the cartel. That's all you have to know. I took a bullet in this hand, and I got jumped by 3 other cartel members.
That's,
still have your
what he tells the huz. Now let's tell you what he tells the bros, okay? So he got on a 50cc scooter in Mexico. You know the little mopeds that you would see in GTA ride past me when yell at you, fuck you or something like that?
This was in front of us, and we did nothing.
I did the most. Y'all shame me for taking a picture with her.
Not gonna lie, I couldn't take a picture with OnlyFans model, bro.
Real.
Smith thinks he's better.
I am better.
He fell off a 50cc scooter. That's all I got to say.
Was it really even 50cc, bro? I was in a 100 horsepower buggy.
I was supposed to get on the back of that thing.
Too.
I was supposed to get on the back of that thing. He made me see like he knew what he was doing, and I was the problem. I knew I wasn't the problem when he fell. We confirmed it when he fell off.
Notice I fell off because I flew over a speed bump. Notice
Bad
how
driver.
as soon as you hopped off, I was fine. I was cruising.
Were you fine? Look at your arm.
Yo, and your leg too. That's not even the arm.
Like,
Come on now.
he couldn't even put his sock on earlier.
Facts.
Oh my god, yeah, he would reach over.
Show him your leg, chat.
It's covered by sweats.
Oh, okay.
We know. For a reason. You definitely found that funny.
I really did. That'd be
Oh,
rage
it's
bait.
bad. Not gonna lie, bro. It sucked because when I know, bro, road rash is the one that burns the most. Like, that shit hurts.
I wish I had when I fell. I wish I had your gear that you ride with, bro. That shit. I would not.
Bro, imagine
I would not feel
imagine my
anything.
gear on a 50cc. Bro, you look like such a pussy.
I bet.
Bro, all the locals would have died laughing at you even more than they did.
Is there gear that actually like protect you like when you fall at like 190?
Yeah, the gear that I have.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it won't
No,
stop
not-
from
not
like.
No,
I'm
your
talking
arm
like
getting snapped off.
stop you
but-
from like road rash. And
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, it won't. It won't.
It won't stop because it'll break through the fucking cloth if you're going that fast.
Okay.
When you're sliding at that speed, it's gonna break through the cloth.
No, they
It'll-
slide at
it-
like 120, like with the gear that I have, because it's double. It's like triple fucking.
Yeah, well, it's
layer.
not gonna protect your leg, bro. Your fucking knee pads are down on your shin.
Yeah, no. Well, if I get knee pads that are over there, you know it's supposed to be like that, right? It's supposed to be to the side, not down to my shin.
All right, man. Slide off and let me know how it works.
Same guy that slid off a 1cc scooter,
I
bro.
bet.
Bro, I was in a 100 horsepower buggy.
I was going 50 miles an hour. Just keep that in mind.
You were definitely not. You were 50 kilometers, bro. You're the best goes in kilometers.
No.
We're not in America.
No, kilometers. I was going 80.
He's capped.
Cap.
I had it capped out at 80 the whole
I was
time.
in the car behind him. He was capped.
I bet.
I was in the buggy, bro. That shit has like 90 horsepower, and I was gapping the shit out of you. That shit definitely had like 3cc.
What, yours?
Yeah.
What
buggy.
was the top speed kilometers on yours?
I mean,
I don't know. I didn't test it.
I mean, what did it fucking
Bro,
kilometers?
it read 220.
he's not wrong though. 85 kilometers an hour is 52 miles an hour.
Yeah, it topped out at 220 on the dash.
Yeah, my thing only topped out at like 90 or 100.
Yeah, because yours is telling the truth. Bro, it's a Nissan. It was literally a Nissan Sentra with the top cut off, and the speakers didn't work.
Yeah, it was a Nissan March, is what it was.
Yeah,
it wasn't
a sense.
We gotta get one of those, bro. I'm telling you, that would.
No,
be
we gotta get ATVs, bro.
See, but the problem, so we can't get a March because it's not it's the 30-year antique rule.
It don't matter, bro. We fly to Mexico. Buy
What's
one.
the 30-year antique rule?
It's like it's not even 30, but it's more like importing a vehicle because they don't sell the March in the U.S. market, so we'd have to go in and import it, which has to be like a certain amount of years that the car's been out before it can be imported.
It was pretty old, but it's not antique old.
It's a 25-year import rule, so basically the car would have had to come out in the 2000s for us to be able to import it to the U.S.
It was 2013.
Let's buy one in Mexico then, and just keep it there.
Yeah, just grab a car in Mexico.
Yep.
Rich Unemployed Friends in Mexico.
Build a huge mansion in Mexico.
Episode 2, we're in Mexico.
Bro, oh my God. So my rap guy, right, King Stick, he texted me after.
Wait, no free promo, bro.
Wait, can I borrow one of these?
Huh?
Oh no, keep going. Sorry about that.
Good boy.
I bitch.
No, but yeah, okay. So my rap guy, he DMs me after we get this is like when I'm in the shower after we get back on the cruise.
Proof?
And he's like, did y'all go to the whorehouse? I'm like, what's the whorehouse? And then he's like, it's a big mansion, apparently where a bunch of like girls are. I think it's the mansion that you saw on Rugmat. I'm not gonna lie.
Why are you calling him out like that?
Yeah, nah, the whole
I don't know what he's talking about. All my life, I don't know.
Looking up bitches to fuck.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Let me show you my most recent unread text from Elijah. Website escort
I got it from Trevor all my
escort
life.
and horse
On
in
my life.
Cozumel. Sexo Servicias. I don't know what the other word says. Saturday, 11:30 a.m.
I don't know what he's talking about.
That's your last text.
That's my last text from Elijah.
Bro only hits you up when there's whores. Oh my lord.
and then doesn't come out when they're there.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, that'd be me in the corner.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Why didn't we ask the fucking rental guy, like, where the whores at, bro? Why did we went to a fucking
what we
beach
should've
club?
done.
Yeah. We just went to a beach club, had fucking watered down drinks. Niggas didn't even go in the water for real, bro. And then left like 3 hours later.
I went in the water.
Not really.
Bro, what do you mean not
We
really?
all went in the water, but not really, bro.
Nah, who's we all? Bro, okay, first of all, you went in the water.
He
bro.
actually went in the water. You didn't get in the water.
Bro, I definitely did.
No, you
But when I first got there, yeah.
Like we were sitting there
Going up to
bullshitting.
your shin
we were
is not in the water.
We were sitting there bullshitting, and
my
I did
toe.
the same thing, bro. We were bullshitting on our phones for like 3 hours till the ATVs, bro.
Nah, before that it was definitely
Those low key L. I'm not lying.
me versus accountability.
Impossible.
Me versus 100 Latinas at the mansion.
Oh my god, no, bro. What was the?
Nice.
You know, I don't. Fuck. What was I gonna say?
Turn the soundboard up,
It
nigga.
was goddamn. What was the one thing that I passed by? It was like a door, and it said I couldn't. I said like an army couldn't keep me through. Latina Hooters. The Latina Hooters.
Where?
That was just
in
me.
the
That was
little mall.
They were not there. That was just me and you.
Yeah,
No. We were there. We were.
It was me, you, and
You were there, but you weren't there when I said it. This was when Brian was like on the bike to get on the
no.
cruise.
Trevor was.
Yeah, I was there.
You were
'Cause
there?
I remember it was the bottom floor of that shopping mall.
Yeah.
Bryant went back to the ship, and it was the three of us walking back. And
It was Latina Hooters.
It was opening. It had like the poster board when
It said
stuff's not-
Latina Hooters.
yes,
No, it was Hooters, but there was Latinas on it in the Hooters costumes.
yeah.
Oh,
I was like, bro.
The army can't take me out of that.
Yeah, that's what I said. The army could not.
God.
I would buy
good.
that Hooters. I don't care.
Can we open a franchise?
I'm down.
that's
It's got to be
a
in Mexico though, or Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, low-key.
No, just open one in Tampa and like
Only
just import like Cubans to Mexico. You know? Only Latinos can apply.
We got to follow the import rules. It's got to be 25 years older, guys.
Yeah, we are.
If they're not at least
we are
sick-
not close to that.
No. This is a podcast. This is not a regular topic. This is a podcast.
My fault, bro. You're right.
We are not going to be able to afford a Hooters franchise.
How much is it?
1.2 to 2.8 million.
Bro, just trade your bar for Hooters,
Yeah,
bro.
literally,
Hear me
bro.
out, bro. Hear me out. Equal trade.
Or just convert it.
Hooters doesn't want shit to do with this.
No, they do. Bro, you know how much they'd get in sales if it was Latinos only there?
Bro,
They're not trusting the vision, bro.
The first only Latina Hooters in Tampa.
They're not trusting the vision, bro. Oh my
Okay,
God.
so
we're
for-
out-
so
we're
first
outbeating
off-
every other Hooters, bro. They're already filed for bankruptcy, but they would do
No
anything
way.
we say. Yeah, they did.
So first, you guys
Because they're not
already-
hiring bad bitches anymore. They
Fucking-
hire anything.
Fucking
So,
like Ric
so the
Flair
thing
brought it on or
is
something
that
like
there
that,
already
you know?
is a Latino Hooters. It's
Yeah,
called.
No one knows about it though, so
yeah.
that's what matters.
No, but it's not about that. It's about Hooters, the name itself, and
And
the
it's
fact that
only
people
bad bitches.
know that there would be only Latinas there.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
And they
That's true.
associate bad Latinas with the name Hooters. You already know.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
You're
yeah.
gonna know.
The pre-existing name of Hooters is just.
Well,
No,
well,
that-
I
that's
mean,
the midget.
well, I mean, they.
Yo, when
they
we gonna go to Twin Peaks, bro? I heard
What's
some-
Twin Peaks?
There's bad bitches.
yeah,
there.
yeah. There's.
Oh, I've heard of that.
It just
Nah,
opened down in
I went
Brandon.
to
Like
I
what?
went to one
Brandon?
in Atlanta. It was alright, bitches. just because
everything is bitches with this guy, bro. I can't, bro.
We're gonna hire Latina bitches at the Hooters.
It's in Brand.
If you work somewhere where you expose your body for money, you're a bitch. You're basically a whore.
God forbid a girl has a job.
You're basically a whore. No, you can have a
forbid.
job, but you're using your money. You're using
God
your body for
forbid.
money.
He's trying to cover it. Every girl is a bitch to him, bro.
Bro, this is a
I gotta be professional on podcast too. Can't have shit.
What does this have to do with profession? You don't have to be professional.
You have to be, if you're professional.
Go ahead, mute my mic. I'm not gonna talk the rest of
If you can't say bitch, he doesn't want to talk.
If you can't say, it has to be professional if you can't say bitch.
What's this?
Twin Peaks.
Yeah, this is.
I think I seen
this
something.
is
When
the
we
new-
going?
Let's go
This
to
is
one
the
of
I'm
new
done
lo-
after this.
Yeah, this
This
is
one?
the
right by my house.
Down
yeah,
after
this is
this.
the new location.
They're probably not open
that
that
just
late.
opened up.
What time they close?
I don't know actually.
Let's go up church
We'll
hours.
definitely have to.
Kind of
take
turned
a
me
look
on
at
how
that.
you said, I don't know, actually.
It's right by
Someone
Brandon
nerfed this man's voice, please.
Wait, C8, sexy
Yeah.
voice, and owns a bar, bro. No wonder.
And guess what?
No wonder.
No
he
wonder
gets
he
females.
loves-
And guess what?
What?
Still get cheated on. So, fuck them.
I mean, we all get.
No, you got cheated on before that.
That is true. That is true.
Nah, wait for Alyssa.
You see what you did to him? I don't know who you are, but you see what you did to him.
What was her name, bro? I didn't
What?
get to see her personal hotspot password before. What was her name?
Nah, gang. We ain't.
Leak
we
her
ain't
name,
doing
bro.
that.
Oh, we definitely got to do shit like clipping ourselves, like giving some type of motivation when it comes to breakups or anything.
Yeah.
I be seeing them shits all
Yeah.
on TikTok.
Well, I mean, you know,
I don't see that, but
Tates
I
do
see
that.
nothing.
The Tates do that all the time, and that's kind of what really got them blown up. Was that? Oh yeah,
Well,
they
both
close.
up
They
is
close at
he's-
12.
He's fucking misogynist, and he talks worse about females than me.
Ooh.
Real.
Hate.
Oh,
Real.
yeah, Tate.
Yeah, the Tates. Yeah.
so you want to be known as misogynist?
He's a top G, gang.
Okay.
You're broke.
You're fucking poor.
You're broke. You're poor.
Bro, nigga said if you cook, you're poor.
When did he say that?
He literally, that's where
Yeah.
that's where that came from. He was saying something about cooking.
And bro, he makes valid statements like women can't drive. Is
You are not making it past episode 1, bro.
I hear
You're
that.
not.
Is that wrong though? Is that wrong?
Yes. Women.
I
can
think
drive.
girls can't drive. Women
women
can
can
drive.
drive.
Women can drive. Girls can't drive.
What's the difference?
They still can't take accountability for crashing into a curb, though.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oopsie.
That's so true.
It wasn't my fault.
Bro.
Like the curb just got
Bro,
up.
the
in
curb
the
I'm
jumped in
not
the
gonna throw her under the bus that much, but my boy's girl fucking ran over another car and didn't even
ran
Drop
over.
it.
yeah.
Drop it.
like a
Like,
truck
I
or
think we need to
what?
understand this. This is the car. Ran over the car. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I've been trying to understand for the longest.
I ain't gonna lie. Drop name, bro. Drop name. I need to talk to the girl.
we need the low.
We need her as a special guest. I'm not gonna lie. How she? How,
Bro, she ran over a car, and apparently she didn't realize she ran over the car until she,
Bro, what?
Oopsies, there's a car under my car.
until she realized someone was following her, like chasing her down. She's like, "What happened?" She was getting mad, like, "Why is someone following?" She's like, "Why is someone following me?" And then pulls over eventually, and the person that she pulled over is like, "Yo, you ran over my car. Like, you ran over me, bro." And that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm like,
Fuck, was she driving a Jeep?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm like,
She wasn't driving a regular car.
Nah, she was in a tank, bro.
For real at that point.
I don't know the cars. I was trying. I had confirmation. I'm like, yo, like a car. It went over. She's like, yeah. I'm like,
Bro, what?
Nah.
Yeah.
She capping.
what
car did
she's
she
standing on
drive?
that, bro. I don't know. I don't know this information, bro.
That is actually insane.
I saw. So my boy,
Oopsie.
my boy got his car ran over a while, like 2 years ago, at Walmart, in Brisbane Downs.
I'm not gonna lie. It was
Bro.
on, now
It was on Brisbane Downs.
we found a culprit. We're going.
White Camry.
It was a white Camry.
A white Camry got. He was the one that got ran over.
No, yeah. I don't know what car. I don't know.
No, sorry, he didn't get ran over. He got hit the intersection and flipped.
No. How do we go from run over to getting flipped, bro?
Because I just remembered. I just remember there was a car on top of his.
I was trying to figure
Trevor's doom scrolling right now, bro. We can't shit on
No,
this.
he's looking. He's looking at fine shit.
I'm getting information. All right. I'm gathering information that is going to be valuable to us.
So let's open a Twin Peaks.
Yes.
Damn. This is Brandon.
Yes.
No, she got the yitties. That's all that matters.
I ain't gonna lie, all bad bitches live in Brandon.
Debatable. All bad bitches live in.
That's why Elijah lives there. Actually, yeah.
Nah, but Brandon.
Yeah.
There's spots.
She definitely is there.
Nah,
for sure.
These people probably don't even live in Brandon, bro.
Nah.
I'm not gonna lie. Water Street got the best ratio for square footage of.
Anybody who works in Brandon
And
lives
guess
Not
this
really.
man lives on
All
Water
my people,
Street.
All my people that used to live that works at Brandon Mall don't even live in Brandon.
That's crazy.
This man works on Water Street and
I don't
does
work
not
there, I
even
live.
go outside.
Lives on Water
I
Street.
live on
lives
Water
on
Street.
Water
I
Street.
just stay.
Even worse.
I just stay in my room the whole time.
You technically do work on Water Street too.
Yeah, I
work from
guess.
home.
Yeah.
We got to give these people some free game, bro.
Oh my! Whoa!
But these bitches only care about they only care about bad bitches, bro.
Yeah, bro. I want to give some motivation.
Yeah,
we're on the top.
Let's give some motivation.
If you're broke, you're gay.
If you're broke, you can't get these bad females anyway. So like, who cares?
Real.
Brian Ward, tell them what they need to do to become a rich unemployed person.
No. Okay, let's
just
dead ass
don't
like
be
let's dead ass.
fucking poor.
Let's backtrack. Where did you start being unemployed? Like, how did you start your entrepreneurial like business?
Where we started with.
How'd you do it? You go.
Let me go.
Yeah, how'd you start? How'd you get to where you're at today?
Scamming.
Bro's not lying. Nah,
I'm sending this to all his followers right now.
Like,
Bro,
really
I'm
start
just
when you were a kid. Like, what was your
yeah,
first?
I was 18 when I decided I want to become like an entrepreneur or whatever. I was on the game watching something. I was doom scrolling, and then like everyone else, it just came across my feed. Seen someone reselling. I was like, bro, I gotta try this, bro, because I was poor as shit. I couldn't do nothing. I was tired of that shit, so I just tried it. That's literally all it was.
Did you started with just reselling?
Mm-hmm. Yep, reselling shoes. That's when it was popular back then. Reselling shoes.
I think someone can relate to that too.
For sure.
Yeah, no.
Except I did a real type of reselling.
Yeah, he was doing real shoes. I was doing fake shit.
So how did you start doing real shoes? When did you start the process?
I was like 17. Yeah, it was right after I graduated high school. I was 17 because I graduated early. I don't know, like I said, I was playing Call of Duty like the whole summer. Just it was like COVID year, so I was just like stuck playing video games. I don't know. One time I was just on YouTube, like doom scrolling, finding a video to watch. I saw something about like sneaker botting. I'm like, oh, what's this? Kind of went down that fucking rabbit hole. Kept watching more and more videos, and then like 2 weeks later, I just bought my first shoe on a fucking sneakers app. Flipped it, got scammed, but I lost that $200. But I'm like, oh, this shit kind of works.
When did it become profitable? Let's say, when did you make your first 10K with it? That's considered profitable.
10K like a month or 10K total or like wow?
Your first 10K.
Yeah, your first 10K that you made.
Oh wow, I'm not gonna lie, probably took like a year.
Damn.
Shit.
Nah, cause like keep in mind I was starting from zero, so like I had $200, and when you're buying real shoes, like you buy one shoe, like I said, that first $200 got scammed out of that. So
Yeah.
I'm using fucking McDonald's money to flip that stuff. I also did a little something else on the side that we can't talk about to keep paying rent, but that's besides the point.
Oh, no.
That's besides the point, bro.
Yo, if I ever see Bryant work in the corner,
No.
That's crazy. Yeah, with reselling, bro, the first 10K happened in like a month. That shit's insane.
Nah, but fake shoes, it was easier.
Yeah, fake shoes is way easier.
So I was trying to buy one retail on my phone, try sneaker botting.
Yeah. And you had to
Probably
buy
like a year.
inventory.
Yeah,
I used to
Yeah,
bro.
we did drop shipping.
High school, the sneakers app, bro. Like, my whole entire class just joined, and we would just like it wouldn't even like I didn't care about reselling the shoe. I just wanted to win it. So if I had a big fucking ego, I was just like, all right.
Yeah,
Bro, just want to fuck the class. I won, y'all lost. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, and then I'd go.
Those
And
not
not,
even
I don't even want the shoe, but I won.
I'd literally go and refund it or just cancel the order.
You're
would
such
not
an
care.
asshole.
I didn't know.
You know how many people wanted that shit?
Or I just like sell it for like $10 more. I just wanted it.
Reselling is like what a lot of people started with, to be honest.
So what about you, Trevor? How'd you start preneuring?
He's unk.
Back in 05, back in 1990.
Back in my days, 1885.
Ironically, it goes back to elementary school, and it was with Pokemon cards. I traded a half-broken McDonald's toy that was half broken for like 4 or 5 Pokemon cards. My parents will attest to this.
Europe.
And I took a half-broken McDonald's toy to school one day.
Did Brian serve you the half-broken McDonald's?
I bet.
And at the end of the day, I came back with a stack of like 50 Pokemon cards.
Right.
And then I kept on. I brought the 50, and the next day, I had 70, and then the next day I had 100, and it was just boom, and I was just going and trading. And
Something's not adding up, bro.
Yeah.
Did you human traffic on the side too? There's some hidden. shit.
these are just Pokemon cards, guys, and keep in mind, in elementary school, we're not smart in the first place, but
Speak for yourself. I was a genius.
bro, hey,
I was
Fucking retarded.
I was dumb.
Elementary
the
school?
youngest.
No, they actually put me in a gifted class.
Did
during
they
elementary school.
for yours?
No,
Did
yeah.
they have like? Did they have like? behavior cards?
Yo, bro's still under the impression that he was the genius. Wait till bro realizes.
Did you guys do like cards back
No,
then?
there were special classes like special ed and like actual in elementary school in Pinellas County they had gifted classes for like people that were advanced. Like I did more advanced math than everyone else through my whole.
Yeah, don't
elementary.
say gifted classes. Just say you were like.
Sped.
Yes.
Because like
Let's make it short, bro. Let's sped.
Because everyone in that class was doing like two grades ahead in math level. So
No, there was this girl in I think it was like 7th or 8th grade that was just on calc, and I was like,
oh yeah, I wasn't that advanced, bro.
nah, she was crazy. I think she graduated at like 15. She was insane.
The fuck is
I'm
calculus?
talking about doing
Calculus.
That's how you know I was retarded. That's how you know I was retarded. What is calculus?
Calculus? That's like a college level course.
Yeah.
Great.
No, you can take calc in like
B
high school, I
squared
think.
equals C squared.
Yeah, but
No,
she was in eighth grade.
you take pre-calc.
No, that's the Pythagoras
No, you can take
theorem.
calc if you're ahead.
You learned that
No one
shit in
does.
middle school.
I don't know that shit.
So how did you go from Pokemon cards to bars?
Kind of just saved the money and had a good opportunity. Just,
How'd you get the money?
Like right place, right time.
How'd you get the money?
Human trafficking. to
Still,
Pokemon?
Selling drugs?
still working a lot, stocks, the whole nine, and then getting other investors, and I stand by this till the day I die. Is if you are confident, excuse me, if you are confident that you can do something, and you have the money, you can back it up. Instead of using your own money, always try to leverage other people's money as much as possible.
100%.
Because you know that you can take your money and pay them off, then you're good if it fails, but. As long as you can leverage other people's money to do what you need to do, you'll be successful because it just multiplies and it just multiplies so fast because you're not giving up any of your capital and you're using up other people's capital.
You can't take shit seriously.
Bro, he was jerking off, bro. I just had to join him, bro. He was jerking off.
We can't take shit seriously. That was gonna be a great clip.
No, it still is. He didn't see us. It's gonna be pointed right
I'm not
there.
glad that one camera definitely saw me.
But all the cameras saw you.
Nah, this one did.
No.
Safe.
What was y'all's first job?
Oh boy.
Like W2?
No, fuck that. No, what was your last job? First and last.
I'm at McDonald's. That was my first and last job. I applied for like multiple jobs while I was working at McDonald's because I was getting tired of it. But I never end up I got the job, I would get accepted all the other jobs, and then all right, here's your orientation, here's your first day, and never showed up.
How many of you had job?
Only McDonald's.
Just McDonald's.
Just
that's
McDonald's for 2 years, and that was it.
it. Damn.
I was dead ass putting the fries in the bag.
Were you trying to become like
and
a?
that's the crazy thing because people say they're putting their fries in the bag, but that's actually a station. Like for people that clock in
Yeah,
and
that's
work at
a real
McDonald's,
thing.
that's an actual thing. Like your
They
station
have-
for a shift will be actually putting fries
Just
in the
the
fire.
fries.
They
and
have
filling them up.
fries,
like 8 hours, 10
grill,
hours a day.
fries, grill, cashier, and
Fries,
Expo.
grill, back cash, window.
yeah, back cash. That's what I meant by cashier.
Yep.
Yeah.
This
Headset.
guy still remembers.
Bro.
You guys PTSD.
I got
every
fired a
night.
year ago.
I used to do fucking I used to do overnight, so it was fucking me and one other person and the manager didn't really do shit, so it was fucking me, back cashing them out, and in the kitchen, and then one person up in the window fucking bagging the stuff and hanging out. So it was like doing it all.
So at the time you were working there, were you like trying to become an entrepreneur, or was like way after you got fired or quit or whatever?
It was during because I quit. I was still working at McDonald's when I started reselling. So I mean, I want to say I was trying to be an entrepreneur when I was working there. I didn't fully know what I wanted. I started making money when I was like in middle school, high school. I was still like little bullshit though, but it wasn't in my head. Like when I was working at McDonald's, like before even then, I wanted to do the military. I wanted to do fucking like computer science or
Were you an
engineering.
ROTC kid?
I bet.
I didn't know the answer.
I bet.
I just want the podcast.
I bet. Yes, I was an RTC. According to my parents, I was a bad kid in middle school, so I was kind of like forced upon that when I was a freshman in high school. And then after freshman year, you made your friends in there. It was kind of your little group. So like, all right, cool, I'll just stay here. So just stayed in there, kind of vibed with everyone and just rocked with that.
That's valid.
I mean, my last job was like this was kind of my first and last real job because I had my first job was at a car wash and I stayed there for 4 hours and then I left.
That's not a job, gang.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
No
Bodie-
way.
Bodie
We had,
community service.
we had the same first job.
Yeah,
Car wash?
Car wash.
Woody's?
Nah.
No, it wasn't Woody's. It was like the Palm. It was up in Wesley Chapel. But I did that for 4 hours and I walked in. I was like, yo, I can't do this because it was the part where you had to actually wipe down the interior. Of the
We
car.
actually had to do work.
Yes, bro. What?
You guys were doing it by hand, all the washing?
Yeah, like it was those ones where they bring it through the car wash and then you go out and you dry it off and then you do the interior detail. So I did that. I thought I was just gonna be pointing them in the fucking tunnel. That's what I was straight with
That's
that.
crazy.
So you don't want to do any work, is what you're saying.
Who does? Who does? And then
I'm not gonna lie. You say that, but when I got the job at McDonald's, I was lit. I was fucking.
I loved
I
it
was-
at first.
hell yeah,
Because I was with my friends. When you work with your friends,
that's the
everything.
thing,
Yeah,
because
that's-
I was so
way better.
close to my McDonald's location was like right next to my high school, so like everyone that wanted a job in like high school kind of like got a job there. So like you was vibe with your friends.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, flipping
Yeah,
burgers,
that's
fucking
so
talking
different.
shit in between. So,
Every shift was
Yeah,
with a
So
friend.
so in between like, the beginning of it, first working, it was fucking fun. You're like you said you didn't want to do work, like I was fucking.
No, that's different.
I wanted to go in the kitchen, fucking do burgers. Like I wanted to put the fries in a bag, like
Yeah.
I would think that I liked it because I like cars, but it was like, bro, it was dog hair, fucking shit like that. I'm allergic to Nissan Sentra.
Oh, you're washing fucking cars like Elijah's,
Bro, I didn't. I was like 14.
Fuck you, bro.
But yeah, and
I had to manually wash every car
Oh yeah, that's tough.
God damn.
by hand, bro.
How long you stayed though? More than 4 hours.
Like you're talking about on the shift, or like how long I stayed at the job?
How long you stayed at the job?
Yeah.
Less than a few months.
I
got fired.
Better than him.
Yeah,
You got fired. What did you do?
Because I loved cars at the time. Someone pulled up in a Benz and I loved it. It was like a G-Wagon. So I rode it because like, you know where Brandon Mall is? That's where the car was.
Oh, you drove it?
I drove it down there like speeding, da-da-da-da-da. Because, you know, I was thinking because my manager's never there. I wouldn't think he found out.
Oh, was you at the car wash in Brandon Mall? Like the little...
The one that's
outside
right
the
outside
the
of
pop-up
Brandon Mall.
shit? Yeah.
That's exactly where I was working. And I was just driving it back and forth. And one of my coworkers apparently snitched on me about it because he didn't want to get in trouble, you know what I'm saying? So when my manager found out, I got fired.
If
That's
you
all it
would've
was.
said-
How does it go? Because I've never gotten fired. Like my last job was Raymond James Stadium, and I would just do like I was HR, so I would just go and I would like literally my job was to walk around and just count the people at the stands because they were all voluntary groups at the stands. It's not like workers. It's all like churches and shit that want to raise money. So they go and they volunteer and then they go at the stands and then they work and then they raise their money and whatever, we take a check. I didn't get fired. I just kind of ghosted them for like 6 months and then they sent me a termination letter.
After 6 months?
Yeah.
Yo, what?
Because it was weird. Because it was weird. It's not like regular shifting. It's like they email you a schedule for the month because I only work event days.
And you have to accept it?
And you just say like I'm available or
Okay,
I'm not
yeah,
available. I just literally never responded to those emails for like 6 months, and then that's when. And then but yeah, how is it getting fired? Like, what is it like? How did?
So for me, the dude, he got me in with my mom. Like he knew my mom, so he fired me through my mom. Like he texted her, told her what I did, da-da-da. My mom let me know he's firing you and stuff like that. But with other jobs like Amazon, I got an email notice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they emailed
So they don't
me
like
and said I got
actually they call you into their office. And
Oh yeah.
Some jobs do because I was just about to say.
Typically, corporate side, that's what happens.
Yeah, when I
Is
worked
they'll
at-
call you into the office and they'll still have a termination like.
Well, ask him,
like
bro.
a
He's probably
resignation.
fired people before, bro.
Yeah, like a resignation letter. Basically, basically just saying like, hey, we no longer need you in this position. You're not fulfilling, the amount of work we need you to do, or you're not able to keep up with the others and other stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, sometimes it's email, sometimes it's over the phone, sometimes over text. Like there's just a lot of different ways. Yeah. But
I got fired in every way. Sonic, they fired me in person.
Hey,
How you got fired at all your job?
Every job I got.
What'd you do?
For Sonic, I just kept showing up late. It was just one point where he was like, all right, bro, that's the last time. He called me in to fire me instead of over the phone. So I Ubered to work just to get fired and then Uber back home.
I did that. I used to do that shit
was
for McDonald's,
annoying,
bro.
bro.
I used to Uber to work too.
Yes, bro.
One night I didn't want to Uber, but I had to walk like 5 miles home at fucking 3 in the morning, bro.
That's
because you
crazy.
didn't want to Uber. Why?
Bro, I was low on funds, bro. Like when you're making fucking like $100 on a shift and you're spending $15 each way on Uber, like I'm cutting into my money, bro. Like I need this bread, so I had to fucking
that's what is that? So that's 30. So you're working 3 hours just to afford the ride there.
Just to ride there and back. Fuck
just
that,
to
bro.
make 70.
Bro, and back then when I was working, like it's crazy to look at. Like the pay stubs was $8.52 an hour. Like that should be criminal.
Yeah, I think that was my hour.
$8.52
for
bro.
Sonic.
That's crazy.
That's so bad. Like that's actually bad that's normalized.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely higher now, but like at that
But even
point,
like $15, like an hour to make $15.
It's $9.13 right now, but I think it just went up I think it went up to $9.50. And if you're still
if
Minimum
you're under
wage?
10, it's insane.
Minimum wage?
yeah.
I thought it was like 12 or 15.
No, not in Florida.
No, that shit's eight or nine in
Any
Florida.
red states is low.
Yeah. But at the same time though,
8.50
like
is criminal, bro.
for like bartenders and anything in a tipped position is still the $2.23 for minimum wage. And it's all based off of their tips. So if they don't make enough in tips, they basically the business makes up for the difference to get them to the minimum wage.
Okay.
amount. But if they make more than that, then there's no difference, and then you don't have to pay as much in payroll for that. So
Makes sense. I mean, that's like probably the only positive I've ever heard about working a 9 to 5 is that they'll cover like if you don't make them enough tips, then they'll cover the rest. Like that's like the only
And
positive.
they have to because if not, minimum wage is fucking $2 an hour.
True.
yeah.
Oh, we can still talk? Yeah. All right. If you're working for $2 an hour, you might as well be a slave.
That's literally what you are, right?
Yeah.
You're working $2 an
No,
hour.
you actually are. Like that's actually sad.
Yeah, at the same time, but at the same time, though,
That's modern slavery.
That's where the tips come in, though. So,
Not gonna lie, working for less than like $15 an hour is just modern slavery, bro.
not really.
Oh, I don't got cash.
You don't even have to do that though because McDonald's pays $20. So like that should be like the lowest job anyone wants to go. Is
Well,
really
McDonald's pays $20 an hour now?
Yeah.
Fuck. Time for me to get a job.
Yeah.
I'm about to apply back. But I didn't. When I quit, I just quit. I just stopped showing up. My manager used to call me They'd call me for like 2 weeks straight. I just never answered.
That was the same thing with Raymond James Stadium. I literally just never responded to anything. They would text me this and that.
What'd you do working at Raymond James?
HR. So, like all the stands were run by voluntary groups like churches and shit. So what they would do is I would work like I would go before the shows or before the concerts, whatever games, and I would go and check them in. So I'd take their ID, I'd check off their name and shit like that.
Can you sneak me in?
No, bro, I couldn't do anything. So I would check them in, take their IDs, send them up to their stands, and then after everyone was checked in, which would take like an hour or two, I would just go up and walk a certain part or a certain floor over and over and over again and just make sure that the stand people are still there, they didn't leave or they're not bullshitting around and shit like that. So the problem with my job was that one, I would only work event days. So I would only get one shift every week, and that's generous. Like it would be one every like 2 weeks on a slow season when it's not NFL like season. So I would literally make it was 15 an hour. Bucks games were 20 an hour, and I only worked like 4 to 5 hours because after I do those 2 walks, they just leave, like they tell me to go home. So I'm like,
poverty.
People are driving from like fucking like I was driving from Wesley Chapel 30 minutes one way to get to work, and then traffic on the way back home was about 45 to an hour. So I'm driving.
Yeah, the Tesla though.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. I'm driving almost 2 hours
Bro,
to make $45.
use no gas.
Bro, it's not the gas. The time, bro. I'm driving that much to make $45, $50. Yeah. Like $60 at most. Bro, I wrote my W-2.
When was this?
This was like 2020 something. Like it was COVID. Right before. It was after COVID like settled down and people stopped wearing masks.
Okay. I was safe because I knew you since you had a Tesla. I thought you had motion this whole time. Whole time, bro.
It'd be your old man, bro.
Whole time, bro, clocking in on Raymond James on Saturdays.
When I had the white Tesla, that's when I was working there.
Yeah, I knew you when you had the white Tesla.
Yeah, I was working there.
Damn.
Bro
had no motion.
I met you right after I probably like stopped working there because I was running my agents. I was running Ghost Productions. I was doing the video when I was working there, not Apex Media. So I was doing that. That's how I was making most of my money.
Never believed social media, bro. I thought this nigga was rich.
It'd be your old man's, bro.
Because I never posted anything like I had motion.
Not even him. Look at this guy right
I ain't gonna lie. Point fingers at this guy, bro.
He's the reason you don't believe.
Yeah, don't believe everything you see on social media.
Yo, you pulled up in the green limo or the blue?
Nah, I'm in the C8 today.
Okay. Why does he him get out of?
I thought you had the purple yours.
Yeah, I got rid of that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I wanted the C8.
That's crazy because I got the keys right.
Yeah, no, I let him borrow my keys.
Oh man, hey, bro, just exposed to my.
You rented it out for the day.
Yeah, I appreciate you, gang.
No problem.
I appreciate that.
Bring that shit back by tomorrow, though.
He said, "Low, bro."
Can I have like one more day?
Yeah, you can have one more day.
Yeah, no. So in this group, pretty much Elijah's job is to post all of our shit.
He steals our content.
I bring recognition towards the group.
But he never tags us. True. He never tags us because.
But they all know who they are.
Bro, you never tag me in anything either.
I'm glad I do.
Nah.
In what?
Nah. Wait.
In what?
You don't.
Wait, no, sorry. You
don't tag.
You caught a stray. It might have been a lie. It was a lie.
You don't tag anyone unless one of us tells you.
Bro gives me a straight.
Nah.
I tag him all the time.
No, but he will put my car with the fucking OMG Ghost all over it and not tag me.
He tags himself. What am I tagging you? Your car tags you,
I need to repost it.
Your car tags you, bro.
Yeah, that is true.
I need to repost it. My car doesn't fucking let me repost it.
Maybe have a car page.
No. Mid. I tried having a car page. I had shadow. Well, that's what Rich Unemployed Friends Instagram is.
Did you go to the weekend concert that was at Raymond James?
It happened at Raymond James already?
I set it up. That's what I was about to get at. The one.
Bro. I was doing my onboarding the day of the weekend concert, and I was supposed to work that day because that's before. I'll get into that later. That was when you were allowed to, like, after you're done your shift, you're allowed to go in the concert, just run around, fucking do whatever you want, legally go backstage if you fucking wanted to.
We would have met each other that day,
bro. Literally, but I didn't get.
No, I used to work. Like, I set all of that up. Yeah, that's one of the jobs I used to work at.
But no, bro, I literally I got onboarded the day after. Like, they literally didn't let me work.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I low-key
How many
missed.
jobs have you had?
Okay, I can start it. Car wash, Sonic,
Amazon,
McDonald's, Amazon.
Michael, how do you get fired from McDonald's?
Rhino
I actually tried so hard
because I was with my friends and we always goofed off.
That's fun.
This one's quiet. We always goofed off, so that's why I got fired.
I goofed off all the time.
You had the best managers at the time.
Well, my GM was a straight bitch, bro. She hated us. My managers were chill, but my GM was fucking the worst.
Yeah, bro. We was just always goofing. Like, I never hated working at McDonald's. Now I do because, you know. So if you're tired of working a job, lock the fuck in.
Yep.
And back to what.
Hey, yo, gang. Yo.
It's good. I muted him.
Yo, gang.
And back to what. Yeah, hold on.
Oh my God, bro.
We can't do shit, bro.
Bro, if Huz didn't exist, bro, we would be so productive.
Bro.
We would be
You
so
do realize
we would be millionaires.
You do realize if Huz didn't exist, we wouldn't work how hard we work. I'm just keeping it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really is true.
It's true.
I don't even go after hoes, and that's true.
And
This is crazy.
and the other thing is too is you like it's one of those things where Tampa's at right now is
Tampa has no host.
it's almost impossible to fail at starting a business in Tampa, and
Why?
It was delayed, bro. I couldn't reach over in time.
I mean, like honestly, like if you do fail at a business, that in Tampa, that's fine. But if you continually fail, then it's on you. You have to change something up.
It's not even about Tampa, bro. It's not hard to
No,
succeed in business.
No, but what it is like perfect example, right? So I was Colorado before this.
But Colorado's fucking bumblefuck, bro.
There's 2.7 million people in the entire state of Colorado. The entire state.
Because it's bumblefuck out of U.S.
In Tampa alone, there's like 3.2 to 3.6 million people.
Well,
Florida's
big, but we got Tampa, we got Jacksonville, we got Miami, we got
Yeah.
Atlanta.
Is Colorado not bigger than Florida? Like
It is.
square footage wise?
What do you mean it's not? Hell no.
Bro, it's huge.
No, Florida's
How
bigger
big
than
Florida
Colorado
is.
square
Really?
foot.
I thought Colorado was one of those square states.
It is.
It is, but it's
a small square.
If you squish it all together,
It's a small square.
Yeah. But
Is that the only one you have?
It's the only one
It's
you
the
want
only
to use.
custom one I have.
Oh.
I got a lot of them.
All right, lock
so
it. Fix
it's just like one of those things that starting a business in Tampa is definitely the best way to go. Just because if you fail, it's not that big of a deal because you could start 10 other businesses of the next day and have one of them be successful.
All right, this is boring. We need some viral clips, bro.
You're too boring, bro. Get out. It's supposed to be comedic, guys.
You're
God
too
forbid.
real, bro. Nah, I respect it, but we need some viral clips, bro.
No, but he's right, bro.
I mean, he is, bro.
God forbid someone has to be Andrew here.
Motivate.
You're broke.
He's motivated.
You're poor.
I love it. He's motivated. Bryant will call me a dick rider for saying that.
I'm not. I'm just saying. Your
Shut up,
left
Bryce
eye
Skills.
Your left eye is like mad red. I'm just letting you know. It actually is.
Why?
Hey, why are you looking into his eyes,
They're
bro?
both mad red.
I bet.
God forbid I make eye contact.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo.
He said, God forbid I make eye contact. Like he wants to make eye contact all the time.
He said,
Eye contact is good, bro.
yeah.
Bro, eye contact be getting me scary, bro.
It creates tension.
So
I like
We're gonna-
tension between me and Elijah.
we're going to give the youth what they really want to hear.
What?
So we're going to go all around the table. Brian, if someone wanted to get into what you're doing, what would they need to do and how long would it take
Why are you
to become
smiling,
profitable?
bro?
Did you not even hear the question?
Yeah, I heard the question, but
I
you
bet.
made it seem like it was a joke.
All right, no. Dead serious.
Put your mic up.
Run it back one more time. Run back to the question.
If someone wanted to get into doing what you're doing, what would they need and how long would it take for them to become profitable?
If you're doing it by yourself, I'd give it a year. Because we went probably since I wasn't really full time with our agency. It took like 8 months of actually kind of like figuring out what we're doing, kind of learning the ropes of shit. 8 months of actually like getting our first paycheck, and even then that was like maybe $1,500, like our first pay for an agency, like 8 months. I can't fully remember if I was definitely still selling shoes at the time, but it was like something I was trying to transition to this shit. Mm-hmm. But I mean, this year alone, I mean, the agency.
Yeah. You posted something earlier on your story. I peeped that.
Oh, that was just a client result, though. That's not me, girl. I wish.
That's what it usually is.
See, once again,
Don't believe what you see on the internet.
yeah, don't believe what you see on the
No,
internet.
but that's what he has
No,
to
but
do.
that's what he got his clients.
I
Correct.
literally said it was client results.
Yeah.
So, I mean, no, this year alone, the agency has made over $250,000. So, I mean, probably
Okay,
a
big dick.
year
$250,000.
over.
Yeah,
I wanna say
over a
something.
quarter.
Have you said the agency has made it or you've made that for your clients?
No, that's how much our agency has.
Yeah,
we got paid.
Yeah,
That's how much
you've
it's
made.
hit the bank account of the agency,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
How much we made clients this year alone?
W answer.
Probably north of $2 million. Probably,
Shit.
more or less. Actually, I can do some math right now. Hold up.
And we just hit halfway through the year, damn near.
Would this not be like considered freelance brand scaling? What you're doing?
No, because what brand scaling is I mean, it's in the name, fucking scaling a brand, right? Is an actual brand. We're scaling info products specifically.
Oh, okay. Like
so, it's not info product itself isn't a brand. It's an info product. That's why the proper term to it is growth partner, because we're partnering with these info products and growing them basically. So,
basically like coaching programs, right?
Yeah, just coaching programs. But the best way to look at it isn't like freelance brand scaling. It'd be more of like private equity. Like you partner with these companies, you take a percentage. Except more private equity, you actually have to buy in. You don't buy in; they pay you to go help them. But you're taking a percentage of their company, and you're partnered with them because you own part of their company at that point. So now you're helping them scale up, and that's essentially what private equity is.
Okay, that makes sense.
But I mean, yeah, probably over 2 million. What clients I made this year, and obviously our goal. I mean, we're trying to bring home for the agency like another $700K by this year. So,
do you
our goal is to be 7 figures by this year. So,
do you see it's more profitable for you guys to take private equity or instead of like a flat rate or like a monthly rate?
It's more
commissioner.
Like a retainer.
No, I mean we have retainer plus percentage because it's more incentive for us to work. Cool, we have a flat. I mean, depends client by client, but sometimes like majority of cases $7,000 flat a month on top of a percentage, and obviously, cool, 7,000 is great. But now imagine doing all the work to help scale a brand to like 400K a month. Scaling a company or a brand, an info product to that level, it takes a lot more work.
Yeah,
7K is not enough for that. That's where the percentage is more of an incentive for us. Now you're getting a chunk of it. So now it makes more sense to put in so much work and so much effort into scaling it to that level.
You also get more motivated that way.
Exactly.
The more you make for them is the more you make for you.
Exactly. There you go. The more you can scale it up, the more effort you put in, the more we're going to get paid on the back end eventually. So it makes sense for us to work harder on that shit.
Yeah.
Is that something you pitch to your clients or no?
Pitch what? Percentage?
The percentage of like, I don't know, just the whole entire thing of like, the more you get paid, the more I get paid, the more I get motivated.
We don't necessarily say that. We just say we'll say the base retainer and then we'll mention the percentage but we tell them everything that we take care of, and it just makes sense for them because they don't have to do really anything. Like the amount of work they have to put in, maybe 2-3 hours a week, if that, and that's really just like posting little reels or presenting on a live webinar or whatever the case may be. But like their actual work and how much we can bring them is no brainer. Anyone will want to do that.
How come you never want to do a webinar?
What is a webinar?
Yeah,
that's why. What is a webinar?
Yeah, never mind.
Here's a pitch.
Yeah, that's why. If I learn it and I know, like, if I see the benefit in it,
it's an hour on the web.
Yeah, basically. Now the thing is, it's hard when it's offers like you. It's like people with little to no money to get started in making money. Mm-hmm. The best offers that we've seen perform is you need money to make money. For example, like Amazon FBA is known. You need money to make money with Amazon. So the people that we're selling to already have money. So that's
so like if you were doing a webinar
and like stocks, like
so if you were doing a webinar for a reseller running his coaching program, how would that look? Like, what would that be like?
It'd be hard. It would either have to be like, I mean, depends. I'd probably best case for you would probably just sell like a mid ticket and then upsell them on the back end. What we used to do is we're starting to transition to a new strategy right now, which I don't want to talk too much about it right now, but what we used to do, which worked fairly good for a while, have a mid ticket on the webinar. It used to be $597. They buy that, and then right after that, they'll go through a type form qualifying because we only want to talk to people with money. So they'll qualify. The people that have money, they get a chance to book in a call. Basically, like your onboarding call of what they just bought. Yeah. The onboarding call is a call with the closer. The closer goes through, this is what you bought, blah, blah, blah. And they'll kind of like slip in little hints of like what the upsell is, like the inner circle, slip little hints about it, and then all of a sudden talk about like, oh, did they talk about the inner circle? And then go through the whole inner circle pitch, and obviously sell them on that. Mm-hmm. So the whole point is a disguised sales call. Yeah. And that works the best because once someone's already a buyer, if they have the money, they're 10 times more likely to buy again. Yeah. That's why that strategy works so good. But obviously what helped us scale to several 6 figures a month for these people is not what's going to take us to $1 million a month for them. So that's the strategy has to change. Yeah, so the way that you could relate that is with, the Tates and the Hustlers University, where they have like the war room, right? The more exclusive stuff. Yep. Yeah, and so you're essentially doing the same thing where they're, they spend the $50 a month to join, and since they're spending the $50 a month, but the war room is like, I think it's like a $10,000 one-time payment thing. Yeah, it's up there. Which one's the war room? It's the exclusive one with that's like you're with the room, like you fly out to the Tate brothers. Yeah. Yes, like you fly out to them and they host like conferences and stuff like that. Justin Waller's in there, the big buff guy. Yeah. Justin Waller. Is Elliot in that or no? Andy Elliott? No.
No, Andy Elliott. No.
Okay.
Andy Elliott is actually a scammer, but that's the topic for
Real.
another time. No, like I'm not even trying to hate. Like there's like a guy. Like yeah, we'll talk about that another time. But
yeah. So yeah, that makes a little bit more sense.
That's what we did for one of our clients. That's what Scale helps so good. They had a cheap like $100 a month stocks program. They were already buyers. Now we're asking them to pay 3 bands for like a 30-day boot camp. Fucking flew.
I mean, yeah, it raises exclusivity because it's not available to everyone.
So I just found it. It's for $8,000.
I'm not glad. That's a little too easy to find though for being a high ticket product. I understand.
Yeah, but the thing is that it's the war room and it
right,
you want
why
it
are
to
you
be
glazing?
you want it
The
to be
thing is,
fun.
it's the war room. I bet.
Well, I mean, he already has like the name behind him.
Yeah, it does.
That are ready to buy.
That's fair.
I mean, he's got a fucking Bugatti.
All right, but
Now we're glazed.
Now we're glazing.
So
now
good.
we're glazing.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
All right, yeah. So before we go to Trevor, another question people usually want to know is, with what you're doing, how much do you typically make every month? And I know numbers fluctuate, so yeah.
Like I said, it fluctuates.
Yeah. Estimate number,
This is D1 Pocket Watch right now.
How much do you make?
Estimate.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, it fluctuates. Like, I can make $7,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
I can make $50K in a month. I can make $100K. Like, I couldn't tell you a set answer.
Yeah.
It's literally month by month basis.
Yeah.
Like, last month I made more than I made. Like, what I got paid for yesterday, so I guess technically this month or whatever, was for last month's results, I got paid less than what I normally do. But what we're going to get paid next month is going to be a lot more. So, like, it averages out to a good set amount, but, like, each month to month is...
Yeah.
So, I literally can't tell, yeah.
Do you have like a target or
bro
a
has
goal you want
been
to hit?
media trained, for sure.
Media train. Nah, I mean, ideally, I want to bring home $100K myself pocketed after, like, straight pocket, no expenses, no nothing. I want $100K just instant to my account after expenses.
Well, a month?
After everything, yes.
No, I'm saying right now, like, do you guys have like a certain goal that you want to hit every month? Like,
I mean,
make sure
we have agency numbers, yeah, which in line brings home to us because like we're also starting to spend on ads. So like we're leaving some more for ad spend and stuff. And I don't care to leave more money in the business bank account if it's growing if it's invested for other stuff. So
Yeah.
I mean, bro, like at one point, what was it like? Just like more than 4 months ago, I was only paying myself out just expenses. Cool, we was making this much, but if my expenses were only $5K a month, I only paid myself $5K a month. Like that's all I hit in my account.
I need to learn how to do that.
So you have to have the separate bank account, and I'm not gonna lie, it helps having another person help like control that stuff.
Yeah.
Like my partner Mark. All right, we're only paying ourselves out. What are expenses? What's your expenses? I'm like, all right, bet that's all we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we put that behind you or no? The cord?
Yeah, because it's shaking the phone.
If it's a way that I can go behind you, then
Just put it over the mic that way.
Okay, I mean it's gonna do the same thing, but
Is it touching?
There we go.
As long as it's
No,
not
it should be
touching.
all.
Yeah.
can you check it? Because you were moving it a lot.
So Trevor will answer the question.
All right. So the question was, for anyone who wants to do what you want to do, what do they need to start, and how long would it take for them to become profitable?
This one's very, very subjective because it really just depends on how much capital you have to start with. So the first thing is you have to end up saving money to even be able to afford to buy a business. And that could take minimum 30 to 60K, and so the problem that a lot of people have is saving up the first 30 to 60K. What?
30 to 60K to buy a business?
Yeah. Yeah, because what you do is you take that and you go get a loan on the business, and then basically the bank makes up for the rest of it.
Yeah,
and then that way you're only really putting like 10% of the value of the business down, and then the bank makes up the rest of it, and then you just pay. It's just like a normal mortgage loan, but for a business instead. So it just comes out of the monthly expenses. So, like I can go into it. I can't go fully into it, but the two businesses that me and my business partner are looking to buy, they'll probably end up being on the podcast eventually. But the two that we're looking to buy right now, combined is $200K a year in gross profit, and that's without changing up any of the advertising, having you shoot videos, starting Instagrams, and having the car shows, car meets there, the whole nine. 200K split between the both of them. So realistically, the loan itself would probably be like $2,000 a month. So 24 grand a year. So that would still leave between me and him roughly 85,000 a year in net profit that we can pay ourselves out on.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit harder to get into that, but that's why I said earlier, if you can become someone that can prove who they are and leverage other people's money, that's where it won't matter. Mm-hmm. You don't need the $30,000 to $60,000 to go buy a business, right? But if you can prove that you can work hard and you can put in the effort, right, and you can show them that you can do it, people will give you money all the time. So you just have to become that person that you can be confident in what you're doing and know that you could go in there and say, hey, look, if you give me X amount of money that I need to do this, I will return it to you and more, right? And I will take charge of this, and you won't have to do anything, and I will do it.
So how much money you need for you to do this for me?
Look, he sold you right there.
Yeah, he sold me.
Proved it.
So there's another one I was looking at.
Because I don't want to be in the business. I'll give you money, but I don't want to do fucking day to day.
So there was another one that I was looking at, but that one is $2 million. No, sorry, it was $1.5 million purchase price, but it profits $200K a month.
What?
Yeah. So for one and a half million, you can make $200K profit a month,
bro?
and
you can make what a month?
$200K a month, and
it's too late.
And not only that as well, it already has an owner operator, so you don't have to do anything with it at all. You basically give them $1.5 million, or you use the bank, right? You leverage the bank and you put the 10, 15, 20% down, whatever they require you to, right? And the bank gives the rest of the money, and now you're making $200K a month. Granted, you still have to pay that $1.5 million back in a loan, but that loan is typically backed over, 5 to 10 years. So you take a 10-year, loan option, your payments are going to be dirt cheap compared to the $200K that you're going to be making without even working at all.
Yeah. What's the interest on those type of loans?
Typically their going rate, or sometimes they're a little bit lower. I don't know what the bar is at. I think the bar is probably anywhere between 3 to 5%.
That's not bad.
Because they're typically lower than traditional bank offers or bank loans, because it's it's under a business and they know that they're going to get paid out no matter what, and it's not backed on the individual person, but it's backed by the business. So they can come after the business, where it's like if I take a loan, I could disappear and move out of the country, and now the bank's out of $1 million.
It's also a lot higher of a loan amount than usual.
Yeah.
It's like a few million, so it's going to be
correct.
A lot of money.
And when you get to the, and what a lot of people don't realize is when you start getting to that caliber, you end up getting more favors than being, and I'm, it's in the nicest way possible, but a normal person, right? Mm-hmm. So like if we walked into Chase and we're like, hey, Chase, we want a $5 million loan to go buy a business, they would laugh at us, mm-hmm. Yeah. Right? But if we bought a $1.5 million business and we flipped that up and, brought that up 10% year over year, did good with that, Chase will see that relationship and they'll go, hey, so we know that we already gave you this loan for 1.5, but are you guys looking to buy more businesses? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then, we would go, yeah, actually we've been looking into it. We have, how much can you give us? And Chase will go, well, now that you have all this extra equity in the business and extra monthly income that they can use, to back the new loan with, they'll say, oh, well, we'll give you $8 million this time. Mm-hmm. And you go, great, $8 million. You go buy, two or three more businesses that are making $6 million a year, and then you just coast.
Yeah.
And it just multiplies after that.
It's on autopilot at that point.
Yeah.
Okay, so now last question. How much do you say you would make around? How much do you think you make every month? Well, they would make every month. Include how much you're making every month from what you're doing.
So it's difficult to say how much they can make every month, because it's buying a business, and that business is subjective to what they're buying into, and that just depends on the price value of the business and if they can work hard and continue to market it and advertise it in the way that it needs to be, then yeah, you know, they can obviously increase their net profit by easily 10, 15% a year. Which is honest, which, I mean, Brian, you could even attest 10, 15% year over year is pretty freaking insane.
I mean, I'm growing at a little faster speed, but yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but for a brick and mortar store,
no doubt.
for a brick and mortar store, where restaurants are typically anywhere between 3 to 5%.
Of course.
And restaurants, and a new restaurant that gets built typically does not make their money back for the first 5 years.
Yeah.
Like they're negative for the first 5 years.
Restaurants are hard for sure.
Restaurants are very hard, and that's why you see them pop up and then go down, and a new one pops up, goes down. Which is why you see all the franchises coming in, because they have the capital that they can just take over and do whatever they want.
So how much you make a month?
We wanted that.
Answer the question, goddamn.
Like, you're the only one we don't know.
Well, I don't know. I don't know for you. I don't know for Tam. I don't know any of y'all's.
I'm gonna get it to you.
You'll find out.
Yeah.
I'll tell you off cam.
No, I'll say it on
Yeah,
camera.
I'll tell you I'll tell you off cam.
Just estimate.
So there's no point.
No. We're gonna get an estimate
Oh, an estimate
of how much you make every month.
Every
I know
month?
if it fluctuates, you can include that.
Yeah, it definitely fluctuates month to month, because if we go buy any advertisements or anything like that, then we set aside money off to the side, and that comes out of like net profit and everything.
So how much?
Well, I was getting there.
Bro, it's using my excuse.
Brian yawned over there, bro. It's getting bad.
No, but see, we're media trained.
Yeah.
Advertisements, blah blah blah. Yeah, me too.
So that's where it really can fluctuate, though. And you know, if bathroom, you know, we have issues with the toilets, the urinals have to be.
Say a goddamn number.
Holy shit.
We don't care about
Uncle
toilets.
Sam's not listening, bro.
No. I pay taxes. It was not fun. I was salty.
What are taxes?
Yeah, what is that?
I was salty as fuck with how much I had to pay in taxes this year. I was pissed.
How much you paid?
Whose taxes and why do we pay?
No.
is
We'll
that?
figure out how much it makes. How much you paid in taxes?
No, fuck that. Fuck that.
How much?
Just
give us a
number.
I think I paid $17,000 this year in taxes.
Bro can literally just tell us how much he makes
Yeah,
a month, bro.
we're about to find out.
Overall, between state income tax,
Nah.
A year.
no.
Yeah, we're trying to see how much he makes a month.
Month.
No, I need him to say this number. Fuck that calculator, bro. He knows his real number. Don't give us the exact number.
Just give us an estimate. Give us a
estimate.
range because it fluctuates. That's wrong.
Yeah, the only,
in.
I pretty much do the same thing as Brian. I pull out expenses, and that's pretty much it. And then that's all that it is. And then if anything else comes up, it's like, all right, cool.
Oh no, it's a little less. Hold up. I'm about to figure it out.
So would you say 30 to 40? Or 10 to
month?
20?
Probably 10 to 20 range.
Okay.
10
All
to
right,
20
good.
range for sure.
No.
And yeah,
It's good.
You need me to repeat the question?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, bet. Okay. First, tell them what you do, and then tell them how much. No, what the fuck? What do you do? And if someone wanted to do what you do, what would they need to start? How much they would possibly make when they first started out, and then end with how much you make currently.
I wasn't listening. I ain't gonna lie. But okay, so
I'll start with one
I'll
question at a
recap.
time.
I'll recap. I'm pretty much right now. I'm in the digital marketing space along with Bryant. We just work with different people, different niches. I am more content based, so it's pretty much a content agency at this point. So I work a lot with videography, photography to leverage businesses through social media. So I'll run, promotional. I'll pretty much run ads, and then I'll also run campaigns. With those ads, obviously with the videos, with the photography, with the graphics, whatever. So a lot of people, I started off with just like passion photography. Like I'll start with like car photography or like, nature or shit like that. And then just get good at the camera first. So obviously you'll need good equipment to start that. That's something you would really need. You really need to look into longevity with getting that. Cause a lot of photographers, a lot of videographers I see are making the mistake of just saving up a few $100, buying a camera. They use it. They love it for a month. And then they end up losing money on it, and then now they can't afford a better camera because now they're at that professional level where they need that professional camera, that sub $1,000, $2,000 camera, and their mom's not going to give them $2,000 for a camera because it's not making them money. You know what I mean? Yeah. So what I would recommend to start with is if you want to get into photography, save up a little more money than you usually would. Like I would say at least $1,000, grand and a half. I know that seems like a lot because a lot of people want to start off young at like 14, 15, but I mean if you want to make that your career, if you save up that and you get a sub-professional, if you get semi-professional equipment where it can be used as beginner tutorials and then also as professional, you save so much more time and energy, and you save so much more money. And it's the longevity part of it too, because you can learn on that, and then you can also transfer to it when you become professional. You can use the professional settings, and you can make industry quality video or photo that you can sell as a package. The main thing that changed for me was when I went from a videography, a freelance videographer, Ghost Productions, to now a digital marketing agency that's our content agency. Because now I'm helping businesses grow with social media. I'm not working with people that just want cool videos. Like I would work with people that just want a cool video for their car. Now I'm working with businesses to make them money through their videos. So they are the ones that are willing to buy because the videos make them money. You know what I mean? Rather than someone that just has a cool car, they want a video. So with that being said, what you need to start off with, I guess, is just you need experience before you can start making real money. Like I had 6 years under my belt before I would actually make real money.
It be your own man's, bro. Yawning at you, gang. Straight yawning, bro.
He slept all day. Keep this in mind. He slept all day.
Still tired, bro.
In the past 2 days.
Yeah, he's been resting up.
Sleeping all.
Resting up.
My body's cooked. What do you want from me?
So let's go ahead and shorten it for a TikTok clip. You ready? How much do you make? And like give them a short summary of everything they need to make what you make. Make it short for like a TikTok clip.
I mean, it fluctuates.
Here we go.
Okay, it fluctuates. Okay.
That's okay,
It's
bro.
an
That's
agency,
okay.
Yeah. It fluctuates. So, I mean, right now at the stage that I'm at, I'm probably like it could be anywhere from like 8 to 40K a month. Like July, I think.
July hasn't happened yet, gang.
Yeah, no, I fucked up.
Yeah, no, I think it was.
Bro, you see, don't believe everything.
March.
Don't believe social media, bro. He didn't make shit.
March was my best.
He's
month.
a failing business.
Yeah, that was the 43, right?
Yeah, March was my best month I've ever hit, and it was 43. And honestly, I didn't like it. Like I was.
You didn't like it?
I didn't like
because
it.
he spent
I like
it
the
all.
I spent it all. Yes, that
He
too.
spent every
He's still in that
dime.
stage
Was it
where
too
he
much
gets
work for
money
you?
and spends it.
It was too much work for me, along with the fact that like I was just in the phase of like offloading. So I was working on. I had a lot of clients like one off. Like I had a lot of prospects that month. That's why I made the 43 because I had a lot of like first time comers that month, and then overloading that work, and then also trying to manage all these new like editors, fulfillment teams, thumbnail makers, whatever, trying to get them on board and get them on a system while also handling all these new clients just like really fucked me up that month. That next month was actually my worst month. It was like 4,300. So I literally I made 10 times the amount the month before, and then I went slow because I didn't know how to manage it. But now that I learned how to, offload work, now I'm just kind of running on autopilot.
It's funny because we had that conversation literally yesterday in our agency. Like, at what level do we want to get our business to? Because like our agency at let's say 500K a month is different operations than being at $1 million a month. Even if it's, let's say, like $1 million a month at 30% margins or 500K at 70% margins, you're bringing home damn near the same, but it's the level of work that you really want to put in.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we all want to make money, but do we want to be consistent, basically still in a rat race, someone's constant work ourselves, or do we want to offload and delegate some more work off? Because, bro, scaling to a higher number, it takes a lot more work at the end of the day.
Yeah. I mean, passive is always the best way to go.
Of course.
And then what do they need to start? Camera.
What
iPhone camera?
What camera would you
iPhone
recommend?
iPhone camera. You can start on an iPhone camera. Yeah, because I mean, social media is going that way with
Don't
iPhone.
listen to him. He should talk to every
everything.
iPhone camera that we see in person.
Well, because I'm a videographer. But yeah, no, you could
What kind of
if you
camera
really
would you
wanted to.
recommend?
Good beginner camera. Go.
Canon R8. It's
How much is that?
$1,500. It's exactly what I was talking about. You can start with basic shit, and then you can go to a professional level with it, and you don't have to upgrade, you don't have to change, and then you can literally base it all off of that. Canon R8. Go look it up.
How
Sony
much-
sucks. Sony's for gays.
So now that you got everything that you need, how much do you charge for videos?
Well, it depends because right
It's
now
Indian,
I'm
bro.
not. Yeah.
For you?
For you, my friend. For you, my friend.
For you, my friend. This is $4,000. I heard this live. $4,000 for you, my friend. $2,000.
Exactly what I did to him.
I heard it live. Yep.
Exactly what I did to him.
Yeah, that's why I never buying.
You won't believe what he did
Except-
to me.
Except in an American accent.
Exactly.
I didn't do
bro, because
shit
you're
to
my
him.
friend, man. Just only $3,000.
So yeah, how much are you charging?
All right, bet. Watch this next invoice. Bet it's tripling.
There gonna be no invoice from
Just for you, my friend, 13,000.
For rollers, because I see you do a lot of rollers mainly now. How much would you? No, actually, yeah, you do businesses too. Okay, so
The
for
roll, well,
rollers,
the rollers is still the passion. That's just like
Yeah.
weekend cool. Like because I still own Ghost Productions. I still do the freelance. That's just not my main source of income.
Freelance,
That's just like
yeah. How much are you charging for a roller shoot?
They start at 500. They can
500.
go up to 1,000. It just depends on what you want because the roller shoots The 500 package is one little video. It's a little reel. It comes with the rollers. It comes with the just still shots. It comes with a little bit of editing. I have a second tier for $750. It comes with drone shots. The last tier comes with the whole entire planning. We shut down streets. We get permits. We do the lighting. We do everything. We do the sound design. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
You actually shut down streets?
Yeah.
How much?
1,000.
Let's do it.
Bet.
Let's shut down Water Street.
Shut down Water Street. Yeah. 1,000 times 17.
I would definitely love to do that, bro.
Shut down Water Street, and we have the podcast on Water Street.
They've done that. We actually were just involved in a project. It's called Cigar City. It's a movie based off of GTA. They just shut down Water Street for it.
Oh, I thought it was
cool.
actually GTA.
No, it's a knockoff GTA movie.
Okay, I figured it was knockoff.
No, it's not GTA.
No, but they had cop cars that were saying fucking Magic City and shit.
Yeah, Cigar City.
Yeah,
they shut down everything. That was a really they had one.
That was high production for.
It was super high budget, but
yeah, bro, they shut down Water Street. But I literally got an email from my complex like, yeah, there's gonna be like fake carjackings, fake shootings. Just ignore it. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. My car was supposed to be in it, but
What car?
I was gone.
Yeah.
The slingshot.
You're not that special.
The slingshot was supposed to be
You're
in it.
not that special.
I was though.
Bro wants to be included in everything so bad.
I can't have shit with these boys. All right, Elijah.
All right, Elijah.
What do you do?
Question back to you.
How do you do it?
Give me money.
What does it take for a beginner to do it? And how much do you make every single month to the penny?
Okay.
Yep.
What I do is not what I teach people. Right now, I'm running a coaching. No.
Be them poor sellers.
No,
them
no.
poor sellers.
Don't believe social media.
This is
Hear me
all
out.
every poor seller ever, bro.
The saying goes, "I've taught you everything that you know, not what I know."
Exactly.
That's how it is.
Okay, so right now I'm at the
coach
part
doesn't
where
play.
I'm teaching people how to resell. I personally don't resell anymore because like I'm done with that. I wanted to move up to doing coaching. So if you wanted to become a reseller, you literally just need like $100 to your name. Every new reseller starts off selling AirPods, and to this day, reselling AirPods doesn't die. And when you're like reselling these AirPods, it's gonna cost you like $20 a piece, bro.
Yeah, fuck all that.
Do people actually buy these fake ass AirPods?
Yes,
Bro,
because
yeah, for $20, I fucking would.
No. See, the thing is, they're fake, but bro, they're not. They do everything the actual AirPods do.
They sound like shit.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
That's if you had a bad vendor. Like, you know what I'm saying? But the vendor we're
LA
giving
AirPod
these
vendor.
people, it's literally everything's identical. There's not a single difference. It's just fake because it's not coming from Apple.
Yeah.
I guess tech
And
is different because if they match the tech, the quality of the tech, then
match
it
it.
doesn't matter.
Even with clothes, like the vendors that we're using, everything's 1-to-1. AirPods 1-to-1. Of course, watches 1-to-1. Everything.
Bro's trying to sell me an AirPod.
But yeah, so like if you wanted to start, you're obviously gonna start off with AirPods because you have nothing, and the AirPods cost $20.
You're saying you're broke.
have
You are.
nothing.
That's usually what you.
Hey, but that's what you have to start with.
Yeah, that's what you start with.
We were all broke at one point.
So yeah,
I'm still broke.
if you wanted to get started
I'm
with
still
reselling,
poor.
bro, you just need at least $100 to your name because I don't want you to just buy one product. Buy multiple at one
Yeah.
time. And you're going to, when you start, you're gonna make at least, depending on your freaking grind, bro, it's gonna be like 3K to freaking 5K your first month, and then you get better and better as you go.
How much do you make? How much did you make reselling? How much did you make coaching?
Now we're doing by month.
Yeah.
What was your best month reselling? And then what was your best month coaching?
Man, I hate that, bro. 'Cause I've never did it again, bro. My best
matter,
month
bro. It happens to
reselling.
all of us, bro.
Yeah, I know. My best month
I'm
reselling.
gonna take a guess. It'd be like what, 45 grand
More.
more
Reselling.
in a single month.
In a
Reselling.
single month. It was 1 month. It didn't happen until it was 1 month. It was 60K, and that was
Fuck.
Damn.
And guess what, bro? That was the same month that I had bought my car that you guys all met me in. Yeah,
The black.
the black one. Yeah, I could have got.
I was not around for the black Tesla.
Oh yeah, you weren't. Wait,
No, you weren't.
I met him. I met
No.
him like right.
I met him.
nah, he wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't around.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I met you like towards the tail end because I'm like, oh,
Yeah. I think I met you later.
because I knew your page.
No, you met
was, like,
him.
right
You met him
tail
at the
end.
end of the Black Tesla, bro. I think you guys have a video or a picture together, and like the Black Tesla right next to the C8. It was when you were like a few days before you went and sold it.
Okay, so that day we all went on a ride out near downtown. Was he there? I'm talking. Mel was there. Mike was there. You and Caleb.
We went to Davis Islands at the end.
I think so.
I don't think you were there.
No, he couldn't.
No, I was not because I remember Colin was talking about going to Davis Islands and all that, and I didn't go.
So you just missed it.
yeah,
You had
yeah,
just
that was
missed
like
when
the
I saw
one.
him, I
That was like the one that I didn't go to, but
Yeah.
or like I showed up later or something.
No, but you guys have definitely like been around a car meet. We just weren't like cool. Like we weren't like hanging out.
Yeah.
Like we usually do.
Yeah, that was my best one. And
God damn.
as of right now, doing coaching fluctuates. 10
I said, what was your best month?
10 to 20. My best month so far with coaching was 20.
Okay.
Yeah, basically across the whole board, what you're seeing is that it fluctuates.
It really
if you think you're going to be an entrepreneur and have a set amount, it's not happening. It's always going to fluctuate.
Yeah. Always make sure you have extra cash in the back burner in case something happens. And as much as most of the gurus preach it, have at least 3 to 6 months worth of expenses ready to go.
Yeah.
Be prepared to fail, bro.
That's what being an entrepreneur is about.
If you are willing to take chances, you also have to make sure that you are protected no matter what happens.
Being an entrepreneur is a lot more of a mental game than it is physical.
It is 100%.
Well, how would you define entrepreneurship? Because I would define it as something that's like, it's a person willing to take the risks of, this can fucking, like, this whole business can be shut down in a day. Someone could take my whole business.
You become an entrepreneur just the second you decide you're never going to work again.
Like, my business can get shut down, I'll still figure it out.
Exactly. That's what it is.
See, people say, like, if everything was taken away, this is what I'd do to get back. Like, I truly don't think I would do this. If the agency went to zero, went to nothing, I truly don't think I'd go the agency route again. I don't know.
Yeah.
So if you went, like if everything was stripped from you, you're at zero, what would you do to...
Like a lot of trading.
Trading?
Trading's like my second passion.
So how would you get your money to trade?
I mean, if everything went to zero, I have money in investments already.
So I'm saying no, like you don't have nothing. Like we're putting ourselves in perspective.
You say you lose it all?
Bankrupt.
You're in a perspective of someone right now who has nothing.
I gotta get a job to build some capital back up, straight up. Like,
How much would you try to save up?
I'm trying to get up to like 5K.
5K.
I got switched. I was switch my fucking lifestyle. Sell the shit I have. Obviously, I can't continue where I'm living. All that shit. Bring my lifestyle to as bare minimum as possible, so I can stack up bread as fast as possible. And yeah, like 5K, then I'll get started.
Yeah, that's about right.
You'd start with trading with 5K?
Yeah. I already know the basic skills with that. So once I get that, I can start flipping it up, and then at a certain level, then obviously I'll buy a course from someone to get to the next level.
Yeah.
But I have enough skills to get that 5K. I can probably get that up to 50K maybe.
Okay.
What about you?
So I'll give you 5K tomorrow. You can give it.
I mean, bro, like the thing is, I can do that if it's like that's my only dedication. Like I do it on the side. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, stocks. You definitely have to be dedicated for it. It's
to make that much. Yeah.
You're up all night. You're looking at the news and futures, and you're going back and forth. Like when I was really
you don't have to do all that, but
no. When I was really into stocks, I had it up on 3 different monitors.
Yeah.
I had 3 monitors set up all in front of me, and I had the stock I was looking at, the news, and then Discord going.
No, news is key, bro. What was it like last month or something? Right when the news fucking went live, I was at Avatar Mall, the news of that he was officially pausing the tariffs. Bro, I got the notification from Bloomberg News. I fucking ran to Schwab on my phone. I was walking to buy fucking calls for SPY immediately. I made 5K within like 4 minutes. And so I was struggling for entry. I got entry on that news, wrote that shit up, 4K like that.
Yeah.
Bro, I should fucking full ported it, bro. If I full ported, I wouldn't be here. I'd be rich. I'd actually be rich.
This whole entire title's a lie, by the way.
We're broke as fuck.
We're broke, employed. We're barely friends.
Yeah.
We beef every day.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, fuck Tavish.
He does. He does a lot.
What does blinking mean?
Pause. He's about to die.
Battery's about to die.
Wait, what do you mean I do a lot? What the fuck does that mean, bro?
If you were back at 0, what would you do? Sorry, you were about to say something.
No. Go for it.
If I was back at 0, I'd probably just...
Like, what would you do? Because, like, you're thinking you do videography right now, but if you had 0, would you go back into videography? And if so, how would you get there?
I think it depends, because if I got to, like, if I lost it all, I feel like I would know why I lost it all, and I feel like I could change it and do better next time. But if it just like lost it all, then no, I wouldn't. I would probably I'd work and maybe eat. I'd consider going the college route, but I don't know.
I refuse going to college. I don't care how.
That would be my backup option, but I mean,
there's no plan B.
If I can make the videography work again, I would, just because like that's always still been a passion of mine. Like videography, again, it starts off as a hobby and then you can make it into a business. So I think I would. Or I think videography, because I run multiple different businesses and fields. Like I have the rentals too, but the rentals is videography is what I see as like you need the least amount of capital to get started, because it can start off as, like I said, those cool videos that you make, and I always have the skill of videography. That's also something I can't lose. So if I have the skill, I can make anything work, and I can still make videos that would make money and convert. So yeah, I would just go back into videography.
What would you do?
I mean, it would pretty much be the same thing. Like lifestyle, complete swap change, live in bare minimum as possible. Just
that too. I would live
cash as much as possible, and that's all you can do to get where you need to be. It's not, that's not an issue for discussion. If you want to be successful, you like, there are certain areas of your life that you will have to sacrifice, whether it be relationship or or even family members, or even across the, or friends or anything like that. You have to let those people go if they don't see the idea plan or the idea or the end goal. Yep. You have to let them go.
Lost mine on the grind.
Yeah.
We
kind of all did.
Rest in peace, love.
And it has.
Love is never gone.
Oh, did you say rest in peace, love?
Yeah.
Love's never gone, bro.
Love's gone.
We're gonna talk about that one day. No, we're gonna talk
Love's
about
gone.
that one day.
Shit, yeah.
I haven't loved.
Next episode.
I haven't loved the same since.
Yeah, every woman is a fucking bitch now.
I can't.
Yeah, we know, bro.
It's all bitches.
Real.
Oh, that's gonna be a good topic.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
Damn, that should have been today.
That's gonna be.
Fuck all this fucking entrepreneurial talk,
Yeah,
bro. We should have
facts.
talked about bitches. Black bitches, Asian bitches,
More
white bitches, East Indian bitches.
Are you done?
Yeah, for the most part.
Did you answer the question?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You said lifestyle.
Yeah, I heard
switch.
lifestyle change. That was
Yeah, I mean,
Like, what would you do to get back up?
lifestyle change? Starting from net zero, like living bare minimum, saving up as much cash as possible, and just waiting for the
Okay.
right opportunity.
Type
to
shit.
and
So, like,
attack.
just grinding and working until
Yep.
you can afford
type shit.
Yep.
I bet.
Shit type.
Type shit.
What about you?
Yeah.
If I had to start from zero, I swear to God, I'd do reselling all over again. It's so cheap.
Really?
It doesn't take money. It'd be your own people, guys. Yeah.
What would you resell first?
AirPods. Yeah, I'd definitely hop back on AirPods.
What if you didn't have the vendor?
Yeah, facts. You lost a vendor.
Yeah, you lost the vendors.
How did you get your first vendor?
Yeah, that's the easy part. You just search on TikTok. Think about other resellers in the.
So why would people buy vendors from you?
Because of the results that they see me posting.
But if you got your results there from TikTok at first, then why wouldn't I just go to TikTok?
Because you don't know to go to TikTok.
But you just expose it.
Yeah.
We're taking that as a clip and posting it.
Bro, we're millionaire, bro. We have like a billion views.
Do
on
this
this podcast.
information. What you see.
Bro, expose the
Free
whole
game.
reselling game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the whole reselling game, to find everything you want, you literally just get it from other people that already succeeded.
I mean, but that goes for everything in life,
the
though.
information for free, and then you just kind of like so. Perfect example, like if there was one reseller that was giving something for free, you would take that and then compile it all together.
What do you
into a
mean
list.
something for free?
Like if a reseller was giving like tips or stuff like that
Yeah.
on certain things, like you could take that tip and then another tip from another reseller and
And use it as your
compile
own.
it into
You
a
put
core.
all
That's
tips
if-
together.
Yeah.
That's if you're succeeding, you know what I'm saying?
Sell a course.
yeah.
Put all tips together and sell a course.
Amen.
$5,000.
Why are you so close? Back up, bro.
I just like talking about tips.
But yeah, that's literally it.
He likes about talking about tips. I just like hearing my voice like this.
Did I answer the question?
I like hearing Trevor's
You
voice.
said you would start reselling again, but like, so you would go to TikTok,
Baby
you'd find the
can
AirPod vendor,
relax
and then you would just work your way back up.
Yep.
How you did?
Yep. That's it.
What about your clothing brand?
Failed.
It's failure right now.
Is it right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, right now it's failure.
I told you it was dead.
It's dead.
It would,
I'm not as motivated
Top
as I
hoodies,
was
though.
when I first started.
Thanks
'Cause
for,
look, I'm
thanks
gonna be
for, thanks for the
honest.
free set, though.
The reason I'm not motivated with my clothing brand is because I started it because I saw other people doing it. Like I generally never wanted to. I just ended up doing it because
So it's FOMO.
yeah.
That's why the motivation is
You
not.
saw
there.
Quan.
That's exactly what I saw. I just saw him making money.
Well.
I never loved it, so I just tried it.
Yeah.
You didn't like clothes?
No, I didn't like doing it. It's just something I made, and it happened to be cool, so I dropped it. Literally it.
We're gonna collab Angel's Bloodline with this and be like, yeah, it's a failure. It's a failure. I didn't want to do it.
It's a W brand.
Didn't you just order
He
more
didn't even
product?
want to do this in the first place.
No. I want to do it.
He doesn't want to do anything.
I was
in
just
life.
tired.
He really doesn't.
bro.
We need to convince this man.
To
Bro, he
do
didn't want to
anything.
get up.
Tired, bro.
We
Bro,
got convinced him
put
to
the
do
fucking
anything.
text
bro.
messages.
Listen. We just got off a cruise, bro, and they had no plan. They said, "Let's do this podcast."
We didn't just get off. We got off the cruise 12 hours
We
ago.
got off the cruise at 9 a.m.
Yeah, you had the
It's
whole
11
day
p.m.
to sleep.
My fault, bro.
This man's injured. And he still
All
got
my
up.
life, I said I would have did it tomorrow.
I'm
I still
crippled.
did it
I'm
today.
crippled.
couldn't do it
I'm
tomorrow.
crippled, and I came out.
still did it today.
He's talking about
Why
I'm laying
are
in
you
bed.
so loud? Holy shit! But yeah,
I can be loud.
I bet.
You want it louder?
Look, your shit's all the way at the top.
We all are.
Yeah.
No.
I could
Yeah,
just
mine
be
is
up.
right here.
Oh, chill, bro. I'll take over.
Yeah, please turn this shit.
Hey.
It's so funny.
No, it wasn't.
So yeah, I think that's pretty good.
W pod. W
Yeah,
first
W
pod.
pod. Yeah.
Yeah, this will be
Yeah,
first.
we're pretty fucking boring. I'm not gonna lie.
When you talk about business, it's always boring.
It is. Yeah.
I promise you, our next episode about love is gonna get y'all.
Oh my god.
Oh hell,
It's gonna be fucking amazing.
Oh hell no.
We'll bring bitches, bro. Bitches.
That's three. That's three. We could try to bring on some OF models if you know any.
Do you know any OF models?
Yeah. Even if they're not OF models, women. We gotta see what women think. This is gonna be fun.
You can just title it of being OF models, but they don't have to be OF models. You know?
We really could just bring Gabby. I think she represents all women.
No.
Not yet.
She thinks like all women.
Not yet. We got double stuff girls got.
No, I think we should definitely get some of the UT sorority girls here.
Oh,
yeah. Get their thoughts on their thoughts on men and shit like that.
Yeah, we could get like different sorority girls from like different colleges, like because we have USF and UT. We have the.
Let's go down to Miami.
PCHS, PCHS.
FAU.
I honestly think
UCF.
like a bottle girl would be perfect.
Yo, let's get some bottle girls.
Because bottle girls, you gotta think they only see men lusting over them as their job. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone at the club is all trying to get bitches, hoes. They look at the bottle girls.
We gotta ask them like what a man needs to have them and shit like that.
What does it take to impress them?
Like, exactly. I'm trying to take notes,
bro. It's gonna.
Bro, you're not bagging.
It's gonna be the funniest topic. Yeah. Like hearing
that's clips right there.
Yeah, hearing what does
it take to bag a bottle girl? Because they see men just dropping thousands of dollars and they're not fazed by it. Yeah, so what does it take to bag it?
That shit does not work. By the way, I learned that the hard way. It does not work.
Bo did not drop a single dollar.
It does. No, straight up, it does.
So next episode, love.
That's literally why the same day that I texted, when I texted Aaliyah to come out, she came out.
Who the hell is Aaliyah?
You tricking?
What? No.
Who the hell is Aaliyah?
She was a bottle girl at a club that I used to go to frequently, and I would have,
I'm a fake trick.
I would have sections there like two.
I'm only a trick on Instagram notes.
Yeah, I'm only a trick if like I actually like you. If I do, then like I'll generally trick on you. Oh God.
The problem is I like everyone.
No, I like everyone too, but like there's only some like I'm in love. You know, I fall in love like 3 times a day though. So
I love women. I just wish they were good people.
That concludes Rich Unemployed Friends, episode 1. We all hate women.
Chill.
I am not a part of them, bro.
I love beautiful women. Yes. Beautiful women have my heart.
Yeah. I think women and girls are different, not age-wise, first of all, because I know you guys are going to come after me. I think there's a maturity level. There's a maturity level. Yeah, like girls.
It's the same. It's the same reason. It's the same maturity level for boys and men. As for girls and
what makes a boy a man? What makes a girl?
Yeah. It's the same thing.
It's called puberty.
No, we should bring some UT girls in here. So
you're just trying to shark.
Nah,
we'll keep saying UT girls.
Yeah, so we started this podcast. We got like $1 billion in it.
So I'll tell you what. We started this podcast.
Okay. Oh, he's gonna talk like that the whole fucking.
But we need more mics.
So how many?
We need more mics for that.
We got 5.
Oh, we have one whole one.
Yeah.
I was only thinking one special guest, and they can share the mic.
Nah, we need 2. They can like when she gets defensive.
Yeah. We gotta have 2.
All right,
no, we gotta have one.
No, you just give her one and then you just mute her.
Yeah, exactly.
No, we
put her right here.
One bat and one fucking fridge blocking them.
That's gonna be a W title too.
We're still recording, by the way. I don't know if you know
the snack in the fridge.
No, I'm thinking one right here. We'll have it right there, and then they can literally talk.
They can share the mic. They can just
they can share
between.
Yeah,
because we don't need them both talking at the same time. That's problematic.
No. Two females at the same time.
I already want to meet your ass.
Right,
I like the question that Fresh and Fit are always asking when they say, "How much does a man need to make to be with you?" And then they say
like $800K,
high ass number. Then they go, "How much do you make?" Like
$80 a day.
Name 3 cities in Europe.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Australia.
Name 3 continents.
Florida, London, Florida, France. What? And then to do the clapping noise. Yeah. Good job.
I'm not about to go with that. That concludes episode 1. I appreciate you guys for watching.
This concludes episode 1.
Fuck. Nah, you're getting muted. Fuck. This concludes episode 1.
Concludes.
I'm back.
Yeah.
So this concludes episode 1 of Rich Unemployed Friends.
He needs to do intro and outro. Like no glaze. Like he needs to do it.
We do it.
Nah.
All right,
I'm the narrator. I don't do anything like that.
I'm jealous, bro. You're getting muted. I'm jealous.
This goes on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Don't do any edits. Like just make
just make it one full.
Yes. Yeah. There's not gonna be no clips.
2 hours.
I mean, he's gonna have to cut out like when he puts the clips back in.
No, the clips are for TikTok and all that.
Yeah, but that's also why we have.
Yeah, the other cameras. Yeah, I lied. Ignore me.
Yeah.
All right.